What's up, yeah? Joe Caffeine. Alright, since I'm making a bunch of videos on the same day, and yeah, none of these videos are gonna be posted till the week after me moving, so a lot of shit you can see is basically old. So technically, by the time you watch these videos, I'm already moved out. Because I'm moving out, I'm gonna do something that I avoided doing the whole time I was like living here, and that's basically I'm gonna show you my apartment. Not necessarily I'm gonna show you where I live, I'm just gonna basically share with you how I've been working for the past 3 years in this apartment, why we moved here to begin with, and just as importantly, I want to share with you why we decided to move, right? There's a lot of different factors in regards to why we're not happy with this place in general, this apartment complex, but overall work reasons, there's a reason why we really wanted to get on a new apartment, right? Primarily a 2-bedroom apartment, right? So to begin with, like, I do my best to search for videos or pictures of our old place. Before I met my girlfriend, I was living with my parents, right? For most people, their first response is, why the fuck didn't you move out early, yada yada. Fine, whatever, I'm not gonna argue with you with that. Coming from a Hispanic background, you know, kids will live with the parents and share a house and this and that, and that was basically the lifestyle that we had. My dad started a business, I helped him with a business, and pretty much all the money that we made through that business, it went straight towards the family, buying a house and maintaining the business and so on and so forth, right? Hispanic cultures can be very community-based, meaning you do what's best for your group, right? In this case, my family. That individualistic thing is not very taught or encouraged, right? So part of the reason why I lived a long time with my parents, but now as I got older, I realized I should have moved out a long time ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna dwell on that too much, right? That being said, living in a 1-bedroom apartment with my family, you know, my 2 parents and my sister and her husband, as you can imagine, was chaos, right? And also we both had our dogs. My dog, you know, Wednesday, you know, that little booger. And then my sister and her husband had like a pit bull, right? And my parents also had a cat. So it was very, very fucking packed, right? No, we made it work. We learned how to like deal with it. But as you can imagine, it was just a pain in the ass, right? Whether people are talking, my mom cleaning, work being done, I didn't have much silence, right? And that's something I guess I learned to appreciate when we moved here in this apartment, is basically silence. Once you start working on your own content or you start to work from home, privacy and silence is very valuable, right? Nothing is more annoying that you're trying to like concentrate, work, get your video done, and then like, you know, my mom starts to fucking pass a vacuum, or I can hear my sister and her husband talking in the next room, or I can hear like someone working in the garage making noise and stuff like that. Or I'm trying to get work done and then, you know, I get a knock on my door, be like, hey, we're starting a barbecue, come down and eat, but I want to focus on getting something done, right? Getting that privacy became very necessary, along with other personal reasons that we decided to move out, right? This is the backyard area, is overblown as fuck, but I'm just giving you a reference where I'm standing at. I'm standing at the living room area. You know, there's the TV. Pretty much our sofa, we leave the bed open, you know, it's a pull-out bed thing, so we have it open. We just like to watch TV like that. And as you can imagine, it's a fucking chaos right now because we're moving. So here's all the boxes of shit moving. The dining area, there's the kitchen, stairs for going upstairs to our room, and this is my work area. So yeah, as you can imagine, it's fucking a mess right now, right? Also, from the living room area, our apartment is a loft style, so basically down here, this is the dining area, right, where I have my office. Then upstairs, as you can see here, that's basically where the bedroom is at. All right, so I'm gonna switch the camera just to make it easier for myself. All right, so there's the dog, her bed, the TV, my work area. Dining table is full of shit. Kitchen, that's the entryway. And then going up the stairs, there's the loft. And as you see, there's a giant opening over there, right? That's basically where our bedroom is at. Now I'll go upstairs in a bit and like I'll show you what's up. Now, when we first came here and we saw this apartment, to begin with, we liked the environment, right? It looked nice, and then like we're thinking, oh cool, it's a loft area, you know, it's in our budget, enough space for us, and so on and so forth, right? But the thing we learned quickly was noise. My desk area, me typing and making noise and this and that, or sometimes me playing video games if I want to talk in the mic, you know, make my videos or something like that. If my girlfriend wants to like sleep in, or if she is trying to go to bed late at night or whatever, because it's not closed off, I can see there it's open. Yeah, a lot of the noise from my desk, my keyboard, even though if I wasn't using the mic, it would travel upstairs and it'll interrupt my girlfriend, right? Also, she wanted to watch TV, you know, say like watch a movie or something like that, or even if she was upstairs trying to watch a TV show or something because, you know, it was her day off, you know, it would distract me while I was working, right? Or trying to like make a video having that background noise, so that became a problem. Also, like, you know, because this is a one bedroom loft, I didn't have a place to work, so basically I had to take up the dining room, right? As you can imagine, it's a fucking mess right now. So that's like the back area. I'll show you that in a bit. So this is my work area. So originally I had another desk here on the side, which is basically an IKEA desk. That's what this is, right? So we're using an IKEA desk as a dining table, but I had one of these going along the side of this desk, right? Now, I think the house would have been more structured if I didn't work from home. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, obviously, like I said, I'm taking up a dining area. So all the shit that goes into having a dining environment, it is a lot easier now to have my own fucking room. And that's why we're having a second bedroom, right? That's why we're going to a new apartment. Because this was taking up a lot of fucking space. Like I said, I had another desk over here, which I had like office related shit. So not only was this like my work environment, it was also my office area because I had like another desk here, which I had a lot of like letters, just certain like my documents, anything you can think of is related to an office. Yeah, I was all here, so it became a fucking giant mess. So you continue the tour of our fucking place. Here's the kitchen area. Yeah, of course it's shed at the moment. We're trying to like completely eat everything that we can out of the fridge and the pantry cabinet. So, you know, everything's kind of a mess right now. Because I'm addicted to fucking sugar. I got this mandolin brandy's bullshit. Fucking good. Here's our entry door and the stairs to go upstairs to our bedroom. I mean, let's go check that out. All right, so here's the upstairs bedroom. Like I said, there's like the living room. There's the downstairs area. My desk is over. Yeah, my desk is over here, right? All this is open, so there's no like sound dampening in any manner, or any noise. So any noise I'll make from like working, which is travel over here. We would try to put sound, dampening curtains. That didn't work. But anyways, yeah, we got rid of the bed frame. You know, there's a lot of, we're gonna get rid of this mattress, so that's the reason why it's on the ground, just so you know. But yeah, it's, here's our bedroom, our dog bed, TV, all that bullshit. Part of the reason why I'm sharing all this is just so you know, I'm just a regular Joe. You know, it's funny, you see a lot of YouTubers, they fucking build beautiful studios and this and that, but you know, when you see the background, it's like, you know, the boxes and shit all over the fucking place, you know? We're human, man. We can create a mess like anybody else. Living with a girlfriend, yeah, you can say goodbye to your fucking countertops for the sink. You know, you have makeup brushes and lotions and all that shit, right? So another reason why I'm happy to have my own bathroom, so I don't have to deal with that shit. You know, our closet, and of course the bathroom. No biggie. Now, if you guys notice this thing, this AC unit, yeah, one of the reasons why we didn't like this place is because there's no central AC. Yeah, this place is old, actually. See that? It's a wall mount AC unit. That's the only AC that we have in this apartment. They literally just cut a hole open on the wall. And then part of the reason why we have that fan there is so when we have the AC going, we just blow some cold air up, right? Because there's no central AC here. And the way how this place is designed, actually, the sun rises from this side, east, and then it settles that area, west, right? So basically, this place is old. There's no real insulation. So this giant ceiling right here is all exposed to direct sunlight. Also, that fucking thing is all glass. So all it does is just pretty much brings in heat in this apartment and it gets really, really, really fucking bad. And the way how like this apartment is, literally all this heat that rises up to like the goddamn apartment. Obviously the way how the fucking roofs are designed, I don't know, just thermals or whatever you want to call it. It gets, all the heat builds up here and it gets really fucking bad. So we got this AC unit that we pretty much hooked it up to like have the exhaust to the window. Yeah, part of the reason why we don't like it here and we're gonna move out. Also, side note, this guy here, I'm actually gonna take it to my office and hook it up to my office, right? Because the new apartment does have central AC, which we are happy about. But the thing is that like that central AC, for some reason the vent doesn't like blow cold air into my room, my office space strong enough, right? So whatever, I'm gonna take this guy and I'm gonna hook it up to my, office, which is fine. I figure I'm gonna need it anyways because I'm gonna have a bunch of like, computers, monitors, and all this other shit. So all the electronic machinery is gonna like create heat. I'm gonna have an extra help with this guy to like cool off my office space, right? So yeah, it's our bedroom. I'm gonna go back downstairs, fucking doggy. And I guess to end the video, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the back of our back little patio area. So this is our little back patio. My girlfriend, she loves having flowers, as you can see here. I'm gonna be careful not to share too much because I want to still maintain people's privacy, right? Now, if you see this and you're thinking, oh, this is a nice environment, yes, this is the reason why we decided to move here, because we wanted to be near this nature, right? It looks nice, and throughout this complex, it looks like this, right? But yeah, so, you know, my girlfriend's been like working on getting our plants ready to move and all stuff like that. Where we're going, we have space, so we're gonna take some of these flower pots and other good stuff. So yeah, this is like our environment and stuff like that. Looks pretty, right? Yeah, throughout this apartment complex, like there's a lot of like these little like lakes and, you know, waterfalls and rocks and all this shit. You got ducks, and we even got like fish and turtles, which is pretty neat. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. See, you can see some fish here. There's one right there. There's another one over here. It's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. So you can see them. So yeah, this environment is nice. You know, we do like it here. And yeah, we got that. And this fucking big tree. And go back inside here to end the video. Alright, so part of the reason I'm sharing this video, just sharing with you that like from me starting to work as an editor, you know, working in my parents' house, sharing a small one single bedroom with my girlfriend and our dog. I had my office there. I remember like before I started dating my girlfriend, I was actually using my TV as a second monitor. 720p TV that I was using as a second monitor to work, right? And like I didn't have like that good of a computer. When Paul gave me a PC to start working, I had a outdated iMac, an old school one, and I actually used that as well as a third monitor. Actually no, I used that as a primary monitor. So I hooked that iMac to my PC, and that fucking iMac generated so much heat, so my room would get really hot. And so I used that as a monitor along with my TV, right? So, you know, that's how I started working, right? And then like, you know, from that one bedroom house I was sharing with my parents, we're like, dude, we got to move out. So we got this, our loft. And then like from there, you know, I worked here for like 3 years, you know, and we made the most of it. It was a good experience, right? All right, so to end this video, obviously part of the main reason why we want to move is because we just need the space, right? And like we got to a point in our relationship and my career that I definitely need the space. But when we first came here, as I showed you like the background, like it was nice, right? You see the water, the ducks and all stuff like that. And at first you're like, ooh, it's pretty, it's nice. The sound of the water and all that shit, right? Within the first fucking few months, we learned that like it's actually not that great, or at least I did, right? One, there's a lot of like crickets that comes from that shit, all the vegetation, right? Crickets also attract other predators like lizards. So at the corner of like my glass sliding doors here, and also at my entry door over there, I put roach motels. Now these are clean because I just changed them, but as I look into this guy, yeah, we already got spiders. I don't think you can see that. There you go. See that? There's a spider. And like also got ants, as you can imagine. And not only that, I've caught fucking lizards in those things. Like, and I'm talking about big ones, big fucking lizards. And like when they rot, they smell, right? So that's a problem here. Also like the water. Yeah, again, it looks cool and all that shit. You got ponds and stuff like that. But we realized also that that's a fucking breeding ground for fucking mosquitoes. So that's a fucking problem. Also like, cause you have ducks, well, they fucking shed everywhere and make a mess. Also, we got those Canadian geese. Those guys are assholes around like springtime when they're breeding. You know, they create nests, so then they're attacking you when you're walking the dog. So that became a problem. It's like shit, there's one thing after another. So when we moved, like I told my girlfriend, I don't give a fuck about this kind of shit, and she agrees, right? Also, there's other things about this apartment that we're not happy with, right? Like, since this place is old, like the insulation is not good. Like I mentioned, it gets really hot. Also, like the crowd here, unfortunately, there's a lot of homeless people because where we are located at, we're near our freeway, and along the freeway, there's a fence and there's like a ditch area. So that became like, there's like literally a camp in that area. People tore a hole, or they cut a hole in the fence. They basically camp out in the back. You see people coming in and out of that hole all the time. This actually was a fire. You know, I was walking my dog and I saw the fire department show up towards the back because, you know, they do their barbecues or whatever and like this shit burns. So there's been 8 fires that I know of that I saw. Also, you get homeless people. Obviously, that attracts crime. I see cars here being broken into here a lot and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not a good environment. So after 3 years, what I did, we're fucking out, and like where we are headed. We actually, our friend, like she's a manager of that place, and like she held the apartment for us, and it's in our budget. It's in a nice neighborhood that we want. So she helped us get that apartment, but we had to move and we had to break our lease here. We weren't supposed to move till November, and it's July at the moment. So we had to pay a fee, which is about 2 months worth of rent to break the lease. Yeah, it's worth it for us, trust me. We don't like it here. I don't like it here. It's really not that great of a place. And now that it's summertime, it's gonna get so fucking hot here. You have like no choice, but either you can like bake, or you can like crank the fucking AC on, have it on all the goddamn time. And like I said, they're like, this place can get too fucking hot, so it doesn't do you much good. You start spending a lot of money on electricity, you know, it's just a mess, right? But anyways, that's pretty much it. This is where my life was at for fucking 3 years. I don't know what you guys were imagining. I'd be interested for you to like leave your comments if whatever you thought my apartment would look like. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's funny. Like I see it all the time. You know, you go to like these events like CES, and they put a lot of time and effort to make a booth look beautiful and this and that. Same thing, like I don't know, with Paul, for example, he'll like put his time and effort to make his spot look good, right? Unlike The Office, the one area where we filmed, it looked good, but behind the fucking camera, you have boxes and shit laid around because we're so busy, to like maintain and organize. But anyways, yeah, I want to keep this video short as possible, and that's all I'm gonna have to say. So that's it. We are gone from this fucking place and onto a new apartment with central AC, no fucking crazy landscape that has a bunch of insects and shit running around. And I got my own office space that we can afford, right? Which is very, very fucking a massive plus, right? So anyways, that's all I have to say. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Talk to you next time. Peace.